guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to review a brand new palette from Too Faced. It's a Sweet Peach palette. So if you're interested in finding out more about this palette and how you can win one of your own, then just keep on watching. So it is difficult to get this online right now, but I know it will be available at Ulta on April 7th and Sephora on April 15th, so you will be able to get them in stores. So once you unbox it, this is the packaging, and it is super cute. I think this is what a lot of the hype was revolving around, was the packaging, and I am a sucker of cute packaging too. And that is partially why I really wanted this palette. And I'm also obsessed with the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes. And this is a very similar layout. The big difference between this and all of the chocolate bar palettes is that there's no bigger highlight shades. So usually in the other chocolate bar palettes, there's a highlight here and highlight here that is twice the size of all of the other shades. And even though this is technically not a chocolate bar palette, I like to think of it that way just because they're very similar. The packaging is similar, the size is similar, and the quality of the product is super similar. When I found out this was gonna smell like peaches, I was really expecting it to smell like Sour Patch Kids or some like really fake candy sweet scent, but this actually smells like a peach pie, or like if you're roasting something that has peaches in it and just like that caramel scent that it gives off. That's what this smells like, so I really like the scent of this palette as well. So we'll swatch all of the shades in a minute, but I just wanted to talk about what the actual shades are like compared to some of the other chocolate bar palettes. So the original chocolate bar palette is a little bit more neutral. The semi-sweet has more warm tones. The Bon Bon palettes has more cool tones and more pink tones. This has everything. And that's why I like this palette. And some people may not like this palette because it's just such a wide range of colors. But that's actually the reason that this is slowly becoming my favorite of all of the palettes. So even though the theme is peaches, I will agree that this is kind of a random palette, and that's really what I love about it. You can get so many looks. You don't have to just commit to only peach looks and then maybe just a neutral look in there. You can get so many looks. So today I'm wearing some of the purple shades over here. And so you can get a purple look. You have this green that's super pretty, that is really awesome on the lower lash line. And then you get your traditional peachier shades here in the middle. And you're also like more neutral brown shades and more subtle shades. And you can do like a gold look too. You can pretty much do any color look with this palette, and that's why I'm a big fan of this palette so far. While the other chocolate bar palettes were a lot more cohesive in what they offered in their variety per palette, I think that the random assortment of colors in here is definitely a plus for me, because it's also not just like one purple shade. Like you get enough to make a whole purple look. You get enough peaches to do a whole peach look. You get enough brown shades. You get enough of those colors to create looks based on just the colors that you like in there, and not just like having one pop of color and you're just kind of like, what am I gonna do with this? You can do so much with all of the different shades in there. I will say that the one color I wish I did have in this palette was just a matte dark brown, something that I could blend into my crease with any eyeshadow look. Basically, all of the browns in here are a little bit more warm, and then you have this one over here that has more of a gray undertone. So I just wish I had a matte dark brown as a staple transition shade in this palette, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with all of the shades in here. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch every shade in this palette. So just to show you this whole first row of shadows, first we have White Peach. This is just a matte brow bone color or an all over color. Luscious is a more neutral color. It's on my lid today. Then you have Just Peachy. This is more of a satin shade. Bless Her Heart is probably my favorite green that I own. It's super pretty on a lower lash line. Tempted is a satin black shade, and then Charmed, I'm sure, is a cool tone brown shade. Moving on to this second row of colors. First you have a gold shade Nectar. This is in my inner corners today. Then Cobbler is a taupey brown shade. Candid Peach is a shimmery peach shade. Bellini is a peachy pink shimmer shade. Peach Pit is a shimmery purple brown. And Delectable is a matte plum shade. So moving on to this last row of colors. Peaches and Cream is a really light matte peach shade. Georgia is a really light matte purple pink shade. Caramelize is a shimmery dark brown. Hooray is a matte warm tone brown. Summer Yam is a matte copper brown. Talk Derby to me is a shimmery black purple shade. I hope you enjoyed the swatches of this palette. Like I said, this is pretty much everything I need in a palette, so I'm really happy with the color selection. The pigmentation is absolutely amazing. I think all of the chocolate bar palettes are spot on with their pigmentations. There might just be like one or two that aren't as pigmented in all the palettes, but generally they're super creamy, blendable. They're everything I look for in an eyeshadow formula. I do think a lot of the hype with this product is the packaging, but I definitely think it's worth it. And I'm obsessed with the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes. I'll buy every single one of them if I can. If they come out with 50 of them, I will get all 50 of them. I'm obsessed with them. They have the best formula, and there's something I'm really into in terms of collecting makeup. I love eyeshadow palettes. I love Too Faced so much. I'm not big on like naked palettes and things like that, but anytime Too Faced comes out with a new palette, especially a chocolate bar palette, I'm gonna be all over it. I do prefer this over some of the other eyeshadow palettes from Too Faced. I do prefer it over the Bonbons palette because it is more pink. I love that palette too. Like, I don't discriminate against my palettes from Too Faced. Like, even my least favorite is still one of my favorites. But I think out of all of them, this and the Semi-Sweet palettes are my favorite just because that one has a lot of warm shades. This one does too, but it also has neutrals and cool tones too. So if you're into just kind of everything in neutral palettes, then I definitely recommend this palette. If you can't find it, then don't worry because I am going to be giving one away as well. So in addition to my palette, I was able to get a second palette as well, and I know they're so hard to come by. It was really hard for me to get 2 of them online. It was insane, and I know it's still really hard, so I didn't want you guys to feel left out watching this video, and I want you to have the opportunity to get one too. So you can enter through YouTube by subscribing to my channel and leaving me a comment down below on why you're interested in winning this palette. There will be other requirements, and I'll leave them linked in my description down below. It is only open to US for this giveaway, and you can also enter through Instagram, and I'll repost a giveaway image on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at #FabLife. So if you follow me and repost that giveaway image, then you will also be entered to win this palette. I hope you're as excited for this giveaway as I am. I know the struggle of getting this Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I was up all night for hours, just like most of you. So if you're still frustrated and trying to get your hands on this palette, this is just another opportunity for you guys, and I hope you're interested in winning, and good luck to you. And I'm also doing another giveaway right now for the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, so I'll link that video down below too, so you can enter for both. So that's everything for today's video. Make sure you also check me out on Instagram. I'll be posting makeup looks with this palette, and I also recently got a Snapchat, and that's #FabSnaps. You can follow me behind the scenes and just what I'm doing in my everyday life if you're curious. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And remember to leave that comment down below to enter this giveaway. And I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.